We begin tonight with a declaration from President Trump promising to send the National Guard into Chicago.
Well, we're going in. I didn't say when. We're going in. When you lose, look, I have an obligation. This isn't a political thing.
The president's comments in the Oval Office this afternoon come despite strong opposition from local and state officials in Illinois. It's the latest in Mr. Trump's federal attempt to crack down on local crime. Justice correspondent Scott MacFarlane joins me now to explain. Scott, what do we know about the effort in Chicago, what it will look like, and how it might be different from some of the other efforts we've seen?
I think it's most certainly going to look legal in the pushback. The governor was unequivocal, John. He will take this to court if there's a guard deployment planned for or executed in Illinois. And the governor said in so many words, we can't accept this as normal, the use of U.S. troops in U.S. neighborhoods helping police U.S. citizens. How will it look as a deployment? Likely closer to what we saw in Los Angeles than what we're seeing now in Washington, D.C., because the president has unique autonomy to deploy the Guard in Washington, D.C., and to federalize the local police department here. In Los Angeles, those troops were deployed, John, to help protect federal agents on the ground and federal buildings in the city. It could be more symmetrical to that in Chicago.
Can I linger on that point, Scott, which is that there was a ruling today that the use of the Guard in California was illegal. How does that inform the way we think about what's happening in Washington and then Chicago?
Yeah, the judge in that case, Judge Charles Breyer, said that this is a violation of posse comitatus, passed more than 100 years ago to prevent the military from being deployed against U.S. citizens. But it seems that the impact of that ruling is localized to that district, that part of California. So the president may go ahead and try this again in Illinois, invite the legal challenge, and fight the legal challenge while the Guard's on the ground.
And briefly, in Washington, it's a whole other set of rules, right, in terms of what the president can do with the Guard.
A few different things to note about Washington, D.C. Yes, the president has the power to do this unilaterally, to call the Guard up and keep him here as long as he wants. But the mayor today issued a new order to try to partner better with the federal government. John, that's an indication, according to sources speaking with CBS News. The mayor expects this to be a long-term proposition in the nation's capital.